देवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Hari Om. So, yesterday we completed 16th chapter, the Devasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga Nama, and today we will begin 17th chapter. The name of the chapter is Sraddhatraya-Vibhaga Yoga Nama. So, it will deal with three gunas. Previously also we had seen one chapter that was Gunatit 14, chapter number 14, and this is sorry, the name of the chapter is Sraddhatraya-Vibhaga Yoga. That was about the Gunatraya. This is Sraddhatraya. So the last sloka of 16th chapter is a connecting thread between 16th and 17th chapter. If you remember, the last sloka of 16th chapter was that tasmat pramanam te karya karyam vyavastito gyatva shastra vidhanoktam karam kartum arhasi. Bhagavan said that therefore the scriptures alone are your guide determining what should do, what should not do. To-do list is in our scripture. It should not come out from our mind, because mind have some funny idea, some sweet idea, so we should not carry out by those ideas, but it should be come out from, we should strictly follow whatever is written in scripture. So scripture alone should be our guide. So there is a question in the mind of Arjun that if someone is not following the scriptures, or he is ignorant about the scriptures, he don't know how to read or how to study, or it is beyond his access, but the person have Shraddha, then what will happen to that person? Because he is not following the scriptures, but he has Shraddha. So, yes, Om Shri Paramatmane Namah. अथ सप्तदशोऽध्यायः. अर्जुन उवाच ये शास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेषां निष्ठा तु का कृष्ण सत्त्वम् आहो रजस्तमः. Arjuna's question is that those endowed with faith, he has Shraddha, who worship gods and others, disregarding the injunction of scriptures, where they do stand? So they are not following strictly, they are not following scriptures, although they don't have this intention not to follow, but they don't have access, but they have Shraddha and they are doing their work with Shraddha. They have Shraddha in Bhagwan also, as well as in others like Guru, elders, they have Shraddha. So Bhagwan is replying that there is a three kind of Shraddha. Only Shraddha will not work. What kind of Shraddha is there, that is important. So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Sa Swabhavaja. By nature, three kind of Shraddhas are there in everyone's. Sattvic, Rajasi Cheva Tamasi Cheti Tam Srinu. So I will explain what is Sattvic Shraddha, what is Rajasic Shraddha, and what is Tamasic Shraddha. Three kind of Shraddha that I will explain. Sattvanurupa Swarupa Sarvasya Sraddha Bhavati Bharata Sraddha Mayoyam Purusha Yo Yat Sraddha Saeva Sah. This is important. The faith of all men conform to their mental disposition. So, the faith is nothing but reflection of the mental disposition. How he thinks, that kind of faith he will develop. So, it is a mirror of his mind. If a person have Sattvic faith, it means his mind is Sattvic. If his faith is Tamasic or Rajasic, it means his mind is Rajasic and Tamasic. Sraddha Mayo Ayam Purusha hai. The Purus, the person is nothing but Sraddha itself. Faith constitutes a man. The man is constituted by faith. What kind of faith? He became that kind of person. Like I am a anger person. So I have Shraddha in anger, or I have Shraddha in lust. I have Shraddha in money. So I will become like that. I will become lusty, anger. So the man will constitute by Shraddha. If I have Shraddha in communist ideology, I will become communist. If I have Shraddha in democratic ideology, I will become democratic. So what if I have Shraddha in Islamic ideology, I will become Islamic. So if what kind of Shraddha I have, the person will become that. Faith constitutes a man, whatever the nature of the faith, verily he is that. So what is your ideology, what is your faith, you become like that. Yajante Sattvica Devan Yaksharakshanti Rajasaha Pretan Taganan Chane Yajante Tamasa Janaha. The men of Sattvic disposition will worship God, and those who are of Rajasic disposition, they Rajasic temperament, they will not worship God, they will worship demigod, they will worship demons. So because the reason is, first we should understand the difference between God and demigods. Demigods means in journal we say Devta. God is Bhagwan and demigods are all others Devta. So it is well explained in the text of Swami Ram Sudaji Param Sraddhatraya Ram Swami Ji in Sadhak Sanjeevani. He explained that God is like your father, and all other demigods, all other devtas are like shopkeepers. So if you give money, if you pay money to a shopkeeper, he will give you the whatever you demand from him. If you are paying money for a knife, he will provide you knife because he had taken money from you. So devtas are like that. You had given sufficient bhoga to them, sufficient obligation to them, then they will reward you whatever you desire. Some people, they will offer savamani, means 50 kg of prasad, they will offer to Bhagwan to fulfill their particular desire. Some will offer coconut. That some will offer that in particularly in southern states they will offer their hair. That if particular thing will happen, I will offer my hair. Especially ladies, they will offer their hairs. So the demigods, they will act like shopkeeper. You give their obligation, they will provide you the desires, particular desires. But God is like your father. Bhagwan is like your father. If you ask him, he will think that what you will do with this home, what will you do with this object. In the same way, ask knife to your father, he will think that what is you going to do with a knife. Either you are harming anyone, or you are harming with this knife with yourself, or whatever the use, whatever the purpose, he will think over that. Shopkeeper will not think over that what will you do with that object. So sometime you will find that shopkeeper is doing whatever is your desire, because he had taken his money, he had taken his obligation. But father is restricting you. So you will think that shopkeeper is better than father. But at last, father will always think in your ultimate good. So maybe father restrict you, but whatever he will do in your ultimate good. So that is the difference between God and demigods. So the Rajasic person, Sattvic person, they don't have the pressure of bhogas. So they, instead of bhoga, they prefer Bhagwan. So they will worship Bhagwan. And the Rajasic person, they have the pressure of bhoga. They want to acquire bhoga. So they, to fulfill their desire, they will worship demigod, or even they will not hesitate to worship demon. If there is a famous Aladdin ka jinn, so if they will got some kind of jinn also that will fulfill their desire, they are ready for that also. So Sattvic person have only one choice, that is God, Bhagwan, because he don't have pressure of bhogas. Rajasic person have pressure of bhogas. He want to acquire more and more bhogas. So whoever will fulfill his bhoga, he will worship, he will go with it. Either it is demigod, he know that Bhagwan is not going to like this boy, who know that father is not going to reward me whatever I desire. He will give me what is needed, or what is he is thinking good for me. So the Rajasic person is ready to worship with demigod and even demon. He will not hesitate to even worship demon. Only he have to fulfill his desires. And the Tamasic person, he will worship Pretan Bhutaganan Chanya Yajante Tamasa Janaha. So the Tamasic one, others who are Tamasic disposition, worship the spirit of dead and ghost. So the ghost and the bhoot and pret, ghost and the spirits of dead, they don't do any good. They don't do any good to anyone. But this person of Tamasic disposition, he don't know what is good, what is bad. He he is just his own fantasy, so he is worshipping for that. So we had seen, till now we had seen that question of Arjuna is that what a person, if he is not following the guidelines of scriptures, but he has Shraddha, so what will be the result of that kind of worship? So Bhagavan said that only mere Shraddha is not enough. Three kind of Shraddhas are there. So it will depend on what kind of Shraddha he have. Because a person constitute whatever Shraddha he have. The example I had given that if a person have Shraddha in communist ideology, he will become communist. If a person has Shraddha in Islamic ideology, he will become Islamic. If a person has Shraddha in Hindu ideology, he will become Hindu. So, Shraddha constitutes a person. And then Bhagavan explained that three kind of Shraddha. So, Sattvic person, because they don't have the pressure of desire, they will worship Bhagavan. Rajasic person, they have pressure of desire, so they will worship demigods, and even they will not hesitate to worship demons because they are fulfilling their desire. And the tamasic person, he even don't know what is good, what is bad. He is in mood avastha. So he will worship bhoot, pret, etc. Asastra vihidham ghoram tapyante ye tapojanaha damba ahankara sanyuktaha kamaraga balanvitaha. Men who practice severe penance, so they are ready to harm themselves in the name of worshipping. They are arbitrarily they are ready to harm themselves. They are ready to harm others in the name of worship, not sanctioned by the scriptures. So a person of tamasic disposition, he is in the name of worship, he will ready to harm. We are seeing in these days, we are seeing like people will in the name of worship, they will sound so much, they will play sound in such a volume that other get disturbed. So they are harming themselves, they are harming other also. There is no question of peace of mind in that kind of noise. So men who practice severe penance of an arbitrary type, not sanctioned by scriptures, that is not allowed or even mentioned in scriptures, and who are full of hypocrisy. They have some hidden agenda, but they want to show off that we are the true devotees. So full of hypocrisy and egoism, it is behind them, and are obsessed with desire. Full of desire, they are desire, attachment, pride, and power. So karshayanta sarirastham bhutakramam acetasah mam chevanta sarirastham tan vidya suranishchayan. So this is in this two sloka, this is the definition of asur. Who is asur? We had studied asuri sampatti. So who are sloka number 5th and 6th of 17th chapter. So as I said that man who is ready arbitrarily, they are without the permission, without the instruction of scripture, arbitrarily with their own mind, they are ready to give severe penance, give severe harm to themselves and others. They are asura, and they are full of hypocrisy, egoism, desire, attachment, pride, full of that. And who have karshayanta sarirastam bhuta gramam acetasah mam chevanta sarirastam tan vidyasura nishchayan, and who uh, who constituting their body as well as me, they are harming their body as well as Bhagwan who is dwelling inside your body. So in somewhere people will beat themselves in the name of the walk on fire in the name of religion. So they are harming they are not getting anything. They are harming their body as well they are harming the Bhagwan who is dwelling inside them. So know this senseless particular demonic disposition. So this kind of senseless person, they are of demonic disposition. Now Bhagwan is saying that I had explained three kind of Shraddha, and a person who is a particular disposition of particular Shraddha, he will going to worship whom? And then Bhagwan defined the Asuri disposition. What is the Asuri peoples? Now Bhagwan is saying that even your food, your meal is of three kind, and yajna, dana, tapa. Yajna, dana, tapa, Bhagwan will explain that you should not give up yajna, dana, tapa in any condition. You may be like the food. So you cannot live without food. You should not live without yajna, dana and tapa. In any condition, you should not give up. So Bhagwan will now explain what three kind of ahar, meal, and yajna, dana, tapa. So sattvic ahar, sattvic yajna, tamasic yajna, rajasic yajna, rajasic ahar, tamasic ahar, all Bhagwan will explain now. आहारस्त्वपि सर्वस्य त्रिविधो भवति प्रियः यज्ञस्तपस्तथा दानं तेषां भेदमिमं शृणु. So food is of three kinds, and yajna, dana, tapa, sacrifice, penance, and charity is also of three kinds. Let us discuss that. The food is sattvic food. आयु सत्व बलारोग्य सुख प्रीति विवर्धनाः रस्या स्निग्धा स्थिरा हृद्या आहारा सात्विक प्रियाः. Food which promote longevity, so it will help you to live long, and intelligence. It will increase your age, your life, as well as your intelligence, your strength, your health, happiness, cheerfulness. So those kind of food which is helping your life, your intelligence, your strength, your health, your happiness, and most important, your cheerfulness, that is of sattvic, and which are in nature, which are juicy kind of food, like fresh fruit juice, fresh vegetable juice. So juicy, substantial. It is not that you had eaten and it had gone. Substantial and naturally agreeable. It is not like some people, they have this fantasy. They live in they have this desire. They will go to forest and eat whatever they want, but that is not agreeable. So like if someone want to eat human flesh, it is not agreeable. So like that, all animal flesh is also not agreeable, but people eat. They are not sattvic. So naturally agreeable and liked by man of sattvic nature, and a person of Rajasic nature, the foods which they take, Katvam, Lavana, Tushna, Tikshana, Ruksha, Vidahina, Ahara, Rajasasteshta, Dukhasto, Kamaya, Pradaha, food which increase your desire, which became the cause of your suffering, which give you grief and sickness. Foods are bitter, sour, salty, over hot, dry, burning. So this kind of food, which cause suffering, grief, sickness, they are rajasic. People will eat lot of spicy food, lot of breaked food, unbreaked food, and then they will suffer. They will get sick. They will suffer. So because of taste, because of your tongue, because of the taste, you have eaten very salty, very spicy, very bitter, very sour, and those kind of foods, they are Rajasic food. They will give you taste, but they will give you sickness also. They will not give you cheerfulness. They will not give you intelligence, longevity. They will not give you the strength. They will not give you happiness, health, but they will just give you good taste. Yat. Now let us see Tamasic food. Yatayamam gatarasam puti paryushitam chayat uchistam apicha medhyam bhojanam tamasapiyam. Food which is ill cooked or not fully ripe, and in speed polluted and impure too, is dear to tamasic person. So uchistamapi, they don't mind that it is leftover food. They don't have this purity buddhi. They don't have the purity in mind, or they don't want purity in food. Whatever is left over by someone, they will eat. I had seen somewhere people are drinking water with a same glass. So one person will come, he will drink water, and with the same glass, without washing the glass, next people will come, and next person will come, he will also drink with the same water without getting washed. So they will not mind that it is leftover food, it is impure food, it is not cooked well, and gatarasam, that it is totally dried, it is not fresh. So that kind of food also they will eat, which also cause harm to their health, but they don't mind it. Apalakankshibhirya. Now, three kind of food has been discussed. Now, yajna. So, there are three kind of yajna. First, we will deal with Sattvic yajna. Apalakankshibhiryajna vidhi drishto ya ichyate द्रष्टव्यम एवेति मनः समाधाय च सात्विकः. Yajna doesn't mean only you offer obligation in fire. That is only one kind of yajna, but lots of yajnas are there. It is given in 4th chapter, we had seen. So lot of yajnas, even the study of scripture is yajna. Even doing your duty is also yajna. So the sacrifice which is offered as ordained by scriptural injunction. So some people, they have this idea, they want to do yajna, but they have this fancy that I will go with my own mind. They don't follow spiritual injunction. So the yajna, whatever yajna, maybe it is the obligation in fire, or maybe doing his duty, maybe study of scriptures, maybe whatever kind of yajna it is given in whatever given in fourth chapter. So people will do pranayam with their own fancy. People will study the scriptures with their own fancy. So those people, they don't reach where they don't where they have to reach, and they have they have negative effect also. In Rishikesh, Hemaji is here. She know that nearby our ashram in Rishikesh, there is a person. People say that he did lot of tapas, lot of pranayam with his own fancy. So he became mad. So if you do such kind of thing with your own, without scriptural injunction, or without under the guidance of a guru, then more chance you will reach where you should not reach. So the sacrifice which is offered as ordained by scriptural injunction by men who expect no return. In yajna, Sattvic people do yajna and they don't expect any return, any fruit they will not expect. When we do yajnas, at last we will chant one sloka. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावा यद्यत् करोमि तत्तद् सकलं यद्यत् करोमि तत्तद् कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावा करोमि यद्यत्. We are offering all this yajna, all these results to Bhagwan. So whatever we are doing, we are not expecting the result for us, but we are offering the result to Bhagwan also. So by men who expect no return and who believe that such sacrifice must be performed is Sattvic. So they don't have any terms and conditions that I will do, it should happen to me. I will do yajna, but something good. Some people they offer something. One of my friend, he said that you should do some yajna for me, and I should get such amount of money, and then I will give you 50%. I said, why I will work for 50%? If it will happen, I will take full 100% and I will give you 50. But people have this idea. So people will do yajna with some expectation. But the Sattvic yajna is that which is without any expectation of any fruit. Abhisandhaya tu phalam dambhartham api cheva ijjate bharata sreshta tam yajna vidhi rajasam. That sacrifice, however, which is offered for the sake of mere show or even with eye to its fruit, is known as Rajasic. So people with desire, with expectation of fruit, when they do yajna or they want to show themselves in society, so they are doing yajna, that is Rajasic yajna. Vidhihinam asrishtanam mantrahinam adakshinam Sraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. So a sacrifice which is not in conformity with scriptural injunction, in which no food is offered and no sacrificial fees are paid, which is without sacred chant of hymns and the words of faith, is said to be Tamasic. So Tamasic yajna is where you are not following spiritual injunction, where you are not paying proper dakshina for it, proper fees for it, where you are not giving food to needy person, where you are not doing any chanting any Bhagwan's name or doing any stuti of Bhagwan, you are not invocating Bhagwan, and you don't have faith also. So if a person is doing that kind of yajna, definitely it is Tamasic yajna. Tamasic person is one who don't know where to engage and where to withdraw. Pravritti, nivritti, he don't know. So he don't know that it is yajna or not, or what is the essential condition of the yajna. So essential condition of yajna is, first you are ready to sacrifice something. So first you have to pay proper fees, proper dakshina to a person who is doing, who is organizing, who is managing that yajna. It means you should not do yajna in depth. So first you have to acquire some resources by which, and resources should be also acquired with Sattvic way. So first you acquire resources with Sattvic way, then you give proper dakshina, proper amount, proper pay, then you start yajna. So, and in yajna you should give food or whatever is required to needy person. You should evoke Bhagwan, you should chant his hymns, you should chant his stuti, at least chant his name, and you should have faith. If you don't have, that is Tamasic yajna. Deva, Duja, and now there are three kind of tapa is given: kaik, mansic, and vachik. So kaik, mansic, and vachik, three kind of tapas are given. Kaik, whatever we are doing with our body; mansic, whatever we are doing with our mind; and vachik, whatever we are doing with our speech. So in Kali Kal, a great benefit of Kali Kal is, it is given in Ramcharitmanas, that in Kali Kal, whatever you do good for others in your mind, you practically you are not doing it, but in your mind only you are doing good to anyone, you will get merit for it. If you are thinking good for others, you will get the same merit, same punya for it. But if you are thinking wrongs, you will not get the merit. You will not get any sin, any path. Only if you are thinking good, mansic punya is there, mansic path is not there in Kali Kal. So it is very easy. Just we have to think good to others, think good for all. That will also give us lot of punya. But people cannot acquire that punya also. So here, three kind of kaik, mansic, and vachik tapas is given. One Mahatma Ji, he explained me that we have three kind of body. We have school sharir, which is made up of all Panch Mahabhut. We have Sukshma sharir and we have Karan sharir. So for this school sharir, to purify this body, this school body which is made up of Panch Mahabhut, we have to engage ourselves in service of all. Seva. Seva should be there. To purify our Sukshma sharir, that is our mind, we have to chant Bhagwan's name. And to purify our Karan sharir, we have to calm down our mind. We have to quiet our mind. So we will see these three kind of tapas tomorrow. Here we conclude today's session. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om. Rajasic ji, you are raising